There is a creature all scaly and red who says he's a dragon. His friends call him Fred. But he has a big problem. He just can't breathe fire. So when he says he's a dragon, other creatures say, "Liar!" "But I am a dragon," poor Fred insisted. "I'm one of the last that's ever existed."
Breathe fire if you are what you say. Breathe out some fire. We don't have all day.
"Okay," answered Fred. "That's just what I'll do. Come back tomorrow at 1:45. The animals murmured and nodded their heads, made a note in their diaries, then went to their beds. "Oh, what have I done?" said Fred sometime later to his very best friend, Alan E. Gator. "I've never breathed fire. I'm not old enough. I've tried it before, but I ran out of puff."
Oh, please don't despair,
begged Alan his friend.
"I'll cook up a curry. That'll help you no end."
Alan chopped up some chilies, onions, peppers, and spice. Then added some peppermints, as it didn't smell nice. The food gurgled and glooped and bubbled and spat until Fred shouted out, "I'm not eating that!"
"Go on now and try it,"
said Alan with glee.
"It'll make you breathe fire.
"Honest, trust me." So Fred gulped it down, then froze on the spot. Steam shot from his ears. He was getting too hot. "Breathe out! Breathe out!" screamed Alan at last, "or you'll surely explode with a mighty great blast!" Then Fred just let rip with a vigorous gust, then fell over backwards from the powerful thrust. But no flames appeared. Fred lay in despair.
"Try again!"
shrieked Alan from behind the armchair. So Fred kept on trying until night turned to day. Then they started to gather for the fire-breathing display. "Oh, Fred! Oh, Fred!" they called out in time. "Prove you're a dragon, the last of the line!" Then Fred raised his hand to tell them he'd failed, knocking over the pepper, which he deeply inhaled. "Oh, dear me," said Fred as the spilt pepper rose. "I feel something building right up in my nose." He started to huff and puffed in some more. His chest popped right out. There was trouble in store. It was then that it happened. A mighty explosion. The sneeze was so big, it could empty an ocean. A huge sheet of flame shot over the crowd with a roar and a whoosh, so enormously loud. When it was over, not one sound was heard. Then Alan said, "Bless you." And Fred said, "My word." The creatures were shocked, but no one was harmed. Then they sent up a cheer. And Fred said, "I'm charmed." He'd proved to the crowd he was what he'd said, a magnificent dragon, who they called Fiery Fred.